Today we're going to talk about what happens when your personal AI stops just talking and starts doing. We're going to look at how you can use a personal AI agent to just automate hours and hours of that grunt work we all do every single week. This right here, this is the core idea. For years, we've been chatting with AI, but the game completely changes when you can give it actual tasks, connect it to your digital life, and just let it handle all the tedious stuff. It frees you up for what really matters. Exactly. Think beyond just asking questions. We're talking about an AI agent that can check your calendar, summarize your emails, post your social media accounts, and even track your spending, all by itself. This is the big shift from a passive chatbot to an active co-pilot for your entire life. So how does all this magic actually happen? Well, the key is a piece of technology like OpenClaw. The best way to think of it is like a central hub, or maybe a universal translator. You send a command from an app you already use, like Telegram or Slack, and OpenClaw acts as the bridge, telling your AI what to do and giving it the tools it needs to get the job done.
The best way to really understand the power of this is just to see it in action. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk through a pretty typical day, from the morning all the way to the evening, just to see how an AI copilot can fundamentally change how you work and live.
Let's kick things off with the morning. Because for most of us, let's be honest, it's kind of a chaotic scramble for information. You know the drill. You wake up, you grab your phone, and the app hopping begins. You open one app to check the weather, another for your calendar, a third for the news headlines, and then you dive into that email inbox. It's just so disjointed and really inefficient.
And the automated solution is, well, it's surprisingly simple. You just set up one single scheduled task. At 6:30 a.m., your agent kind of wakes up, connects to all those different services, your weather app, your calendar, your news sources, and it gathers all the info it needs before putting it all together for you.
And this is the result. One single clean message pushed right to your phone. It has everything you need to know to start your day, all in one spot, and you didn't have to open a single app. The bottom line here, you've just replaced a 15-minute scramble with a 2-minute scan. Okay, so you've started your day totally focused. Now let's see how we can stretch that automation into the workday, starting with two of the biggest productivity killers I can think of: email and meetings. This image here just perfectly captures the before and after, doesn't it? The before is, well, it's the reality for so many of us. This overwhelming inbox where the important stuff just gets buried. The after is an agent working for you 24/7, sorting, summarizing, and flagging only what truly needs your attention. It gives you back the mental space to focus on the real work. And that's not some hypothetical. This is a real result from somebody who adopted this early on. They just unleashed their AI agent on an overloaded inbox, and it did all the cleanup completely on its own. This is about literally reclaiming hours of your life from digital clutter. All right, the next piece we got to tackle is meetings. We've all been there, right? You have a great discussion, everyone's nodding, but then a few days later, nobody can remember exactly what was decided or who was supposed to do what. This automated workflow just solves that problem permanently. You feed the agent the audio file, and it doesn't just transcribe it, it actually understands it. The AI identifies the key decisions, and this is the most important part, it pulls out the action items and who they were assigned to. It creates instant accountability. So what's the tangible results of all this automation? Well, it's this number right here, 85%. So what is that? That is the new completion rate for action items after the system was put in place. It jumped from a kind of mediocre 60% all the way up to 85%, simply because nothing got forgotten. Every single task was captured, assigned, and sent out within minutes of the meeting ending. So we've reclaimed our time from these administrative black holes. What do we do with it? Well, for a lot of people, the answer is to create. In fact, if you look at the data, content automation is the single most popular use case for these AI agents. And you can see why it's so popular when you see a number like this: over 10 hours. That's how much time one creator reported saving every single week, just on social media management alone. So here's how it works. The agent is always watching. When you publish a new blog post, it automatically drafts multiple social media posts about it, and it intelligently adapts the tone for each platform. Structured insights for LinkedIn, short and punchy for X. Then it just schedules them. All that's left for you is a final quick review, which frees you up to focus on the next big idea. And this table here gives you a really great look at that human-AI partnership in action. For this SEO workflow, the AI does all the heavy lifting, pulling the data, creating the outline, writing the first draft. But the human, you, provides the strategic direction and that final polish. It's not about replacement, it's all about amplification.
Okay, so we've automated our morning, we've automated our workday. Let's bring it back home and tackle all of those tedious little life admin tasks.
And this is where it starts to feel like pure magic. You snap a photo of a receipt, and it just lands in your expense sheet. You tell your agent you want to buy a new monitor, and it'll start hunting for coupon codes and alert you when the price drops. It can even go through your emails to track your packages. I know these are small tasks, but boy, do they add up to a lot of mental clutter. So when you connect all these dots, the morning briefing, the inbox assistant, the content creator, the personal admin, you start to see a completely new way of operating. I absolutely love this quote from developer Peter Steinberger. He describes this technology as a combination of an assistant, an employee, and even a co-founder. It's not just a tool, it's an active partner that helps you execute your ideas. So the main takeaway is this. This technology is no longer science fiction. It's here and it's ready to use. The only question left is, what tedious, time-consuming, or frustrating part of your day are you going to automate first?
Enhance your coding skills with us. Don't forget to subscribe to Code 5 Food for the latest updates and tutorials.